My ideal man is African-American, dark complexion, 6'2", athletic body, 230 pounds, average dark eyes, straight white teeth, all 32. God-fearing, spiritual, attends, millionaire, generous, family-oriented as a family, sports spectator, not his friends, stand together, dedicated to loving me, determined to make our love more, and sincere and genuine, nice, honest, trustworthy, faithful, dependable, mature, understands, chivalry, practices, adventurous, will try anything.
The female list would be like a laundry list of things that came down to height, income. Of course, nobody wants to seem shallow, so they don't want to come right out and talk about what kind of car you drive, what part of town do you live in, what do you do for a living, but if you kind of take it in its entirety, it is pretty shallow in some ways, right? Because it's like it's so specific to the point that, you know, women in their list, they don't realize you're talking about like not even 1% of the male population.
How long we been saying this?
Right.
Men are simple creatures. They're simple, but your standards are standardizing you right out of the game. Everybody else is getting married. Everybody else is having babies. But you steady like, oh, I'm not settling. I'm not going to settle. I know what I deserve. And you know, even when I post those type of memes, I'm like, you know what? There's some real stuck up women right now that are about to read this, and it's going to reinforce literally their false standards, their ridiculous standards. You know what? I'm not gonna settle. But in the meantime, boo, you're not even half the things that you have on your list as requirements for a man. You're not even half those things. But you want that in a man.
She's looking for that hot Chad for the moment, but she's not really thinking about the future at all. So she probably thinks that she can screw around with all these guys and go to these exact locations, and then maybe when she's 30, she will settle and she'll find the right guy that's just waiting for her in her 30s. But little does she know, the older you get, the less options you have, the harder it is to actually date. This is why feminism is so dangerous to women. Women go around and think they have all this time to just party and have fun and have these shallow relationships that are really not meaningful. They're missing out on actual deeper relationships. This need to travel, like travel the world. One thing to travel sometimes, take vacations, but to never commit yourself to anything in your community, to a job, to another human being, in a relationship, it kind of seems like you are trying to run from something instead of building on something. But I think it speaks a lot about this generation that's kind of obsessed with this idea of like wanderlust and traveling the world.
This is when it becomes a harsh reality, because a lot of us want a man that is only masculine when it benefits us. We want a man that's like a beast out there in the business world and he's making money, he's doing that, but we want him to come home and be all soft. And that's not how it works. And so I can tell you now that if you want a man that has all of these characteristics, then when he comes home, he's going to need you to not nag him. He's going to need you to shut up. He's going to need a peace of mind. Okay? He's going to need his ideas to be able to flow easily, and his creative abilities to be able to come and flow as they should. And they're not going to be able to flow if he's backed up. By backed up, I mean he has a lot of things that he needs to release. He needs some sexual relief. So that means as a woman, you need to be able to have a high sex drive. You need to be able to provide natural lubricants. You know, he's going to need to have a full belly. That means you're going to be able to, you need to know how to cook. He's going to want a clean environment, a place of refuge. You need to be able to clean. You know, he needs you to be able to shut up when he asks you to shut up and not nag him. Now, none of this means that you are his slave. This does not mean that you cannot also have a career yourself. But if this is the type of man that you want, which a lot of women have these standards when it comes to men, then you got to understand that it's going to require you to be a different type of woman.
Because women are brought up in this feminist society, they tend to think that men vet women as a partner the same as they do. Many women think that the resume that they are looking for in a partner is the same resume that the man is looking for. So did you guys see the video that I was poking fun at Tomi Lahren? I was making fun of her a lot. And I'm sure she's a nice girl. That was just red pill rage, maybe. She was looking for a strong, ambitious, attractive man that had shit going on, because that's what her and her friends were doing. That's who her and her friends were. So she thought that men of that kind of value would value her and her friends the same way that she valued a man that had those characteristics. It's not the same. It's not true. Men and women are different. Men and women are different. Women are not taught that anymore. They're being taught that we're the same. Everyone's the same. It's not true.
Many of us are trying to change our lives, but we're not trying to change ourselves. So that is the message I'm trying to get across to all of you who have these outlandish, ridiculous expectations about your life. Like, really, get in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. Be real with yourself. Tell yourself the truth and be honest about where you are. Ladies, all of you who date these married men, you'll never get commitment. Those of you who are, working jobs that pay minimum wage, you'll never be financially free or get yourself out of debt. Those of you who are eating all sorts of crap and not taking care of your body, you will never have an amazing body and be healthy and full of energy. Be real with yourself and get your ish together. Seriously, because you are responsible for your own happiness. You are responsible for the results you're getting out of life.
So they don't know what exactly it is that will make them happy, because not many women have taken a deep dive into how they would actually construct or what a awesome blissful life means, or as close to bliss as we can have it right now. I think that bliss is having a solid relationship with someone that you respect, someone who you can't, a man who you cannot walk all over. But as far as they're concerned, or some are concerned, as far as they know, as some know, as far as they see from TV, this is how it works. They rule the man is weak, the woman is strong. Bliss.